Hello class, this is Robert Smith coming at you from Application Deployment 1, Term 1404, and this is my Milestone 1 review video. Just as a refresher, I'm building an application that allows the user to schedule a local notification that will fire, and when it fires it will be disguised as a text message. That's just one of the features that my app, that's the feature that I implemented this week. Next week I'll be working on a fake phone call flow that will allow the user to schedule a fake phone call as well. Everything went really well this week. Got hung up on a couple different areas. Just an overview of the create message VC. We'll have you take a look at it. We'll go ahead and run it. Start from scratch. But the create message VC is this one, which is just 2 text fields. It's not pretty yet. I'm going to save that for the final week. I'm going to do some beautification of the whole app. But it allows the user to input a name of the sender, the message that they want the sender to say, and then we'll schedule this for 1 minute from now. We'll simulate the screen being off, and we'll see the notification fire in just a second. Yeah, so there's the notification. If this were an actual device, it would also make the a sound and vibrate. So, and then so scheduling the notification, I had to format the date because default it was picking it up down to the second, which wasn't necessary. So I had to create an NS calendar and use some date components to make sure the second is always set to 0 when they so this new date object right here, which I'm passing into the fire date for the local notification, it's always picking up down to the minute, not to the second. That was complicated because NS date formatter wasn't working. I wasn't able to get it to work, so I had to do some research and use NS calendar, and it works perfect. Also, the biggest problem I ran into, and it's a problem that's not fixable, is so you go, I'll have to create a new alert, and we'll schedule it from, again, 1 minute from now, and we'll wait for this to fire so I can demonstrate this. But I thought that the title of the local notification was going to be customizable by the developer, and it's not. The title of the notification has to be the name of the application that is sending the notification to the device. So the whole idea was to make the title of the notification say new message, to make it look like a new text message. But I can't do that unless the application is called new message, which I'm not going to do. It's okay because I'm still going to be able to make an icon that looks like a text messaging icon that'll appear right here. Instead of doing the green background with a white bubble like Apple does, I'm going to do a white background with a green bubble to make it look like some kind of messaging app, and it should be fine. Another complicated thing that arose this week was if the user slides to unlock the notification, it brings the application that sent the notification to the foreground, which would most likely be this screen, which is a table view. And I needed the table view to reload when the user unlocks from the lock screen, which if you put the reload data code and view will appear, if view did disappear, it won't work. So I had to jump into the app delegate and cast, one second, jump into the app delegate and application will enter foreground. Had to grab the window object and pass the navigation controller into it, and then grab the top view controller from the navigation controller, check and see if it was a kind of class of table VC, and if it was, reload the data. in the table view from table VC. It just took a while constructing this little bit of code because I had to cast table VC, and this is kind of class wasn't that intuitive, so it just took longer than it should have. The only other issue left is I'm formatting this pretty date right here and passing it in there so that it comes down to the last minute like it is right here. But I need to take this and format it some more so that when it's actually displaying in the table, and this is probably not that big a deal, I can probably just use date formatter on this object, but when it's appearing in the table view, I don't want it to have this ugly unreadable date. I want it to be a legible date, but I'll save that for the beautification. And the last feature I implemented was if I were to delete a row from the table view, it also deletes the scheduled notification. It cancels the scheduled notification. So this table view will be fully editable by the user. But overall, good week. The application does not look pretty at all right now, but again, I'm going to save that for the final week. Pretty easy stuff. Next week might get a little bit more complicated because I'm going to have to grab an image that looks exactly like Apple's call screen and put some invisible buttons over it and Photoshop the image so that the name of the name on the image isn't appearing, and then put a label on top of the image that matches Apple's font and makes it look like you're getting a call from whatever contact you pick or whatever name you put into the caller's name field. So yeah, still got some work to do, but feeling accomplished. Sorry to ramble on for so long. I think I covered everything that I had any trouble with. Disappointing about that not being able to customize that notification the way that I wanted to, but I'm not going to name the app New Message. I guess it's just going to look like you're receiving a message from a third-party app called Excuse Me. So I don't know, maybe I should change the name of the app to something else. I don't. We'll see what makes the most sense. But overall, good week. Thanks for listening to me ramble. And I will do my best to see you guys to hang out on Monday. Sorry I missed the last one. Alright, thanks for watching.